QRator is an iPad-based user-generated content module in the Grant Museum where the museum is asking visitors questions about science and society or how museums should operate. And they can answer that on the iPads themselves, on their own smartphones, or on the computers at home. And it was developed as a research project around how people use social interactives in museums with our academic partners in the Centre for Advanced Spatial Analysis at UCL and also the UCL Centre for Digital Humanities. Well, that's a good question. This is the only second museum in the world to use iPads permanently in displays, the first one to do really anything interesting with them. And it was a real testing to see how can technology like this be used. There were a few different tablets available when we started this in 2011. iPads were the kind of simplest to use, and we thought people would be most intuitive, work out how to use them most intuitively. It's really, really positive. For me, the best thing about it is the museum is more than just a collection of dead animals. There is something technological. It's a Victorian collection, but with very 21st century ideas in it. So the visitors is about 40 to 42% of people respond actually about the questions we're asking them. The others are mostly kind of a digital visitors book. When I rock like this, rock like this. When I rock like this, rock like this. When I rock like this. The next thing we're putting research bids in for is how can we test and measure the effect of social interactives, which is what we're calling this, which is an interactive that works on a social media model. How can we measure the effect of those interactions on someone's experience in a museum? So that's the next thing that we're going to do as an academic research project. We didn't expect the digital visitors book aspect of it, so that's really nice. It's either people telling us about what they think about the museum or signposting each other to specimens, which is a really kind of nice democratic way of the museum working, and people saying, have you seen the pufferfish in case 63? And then talking about that, and there's conversations that go between visitors that aren't in the space at the same time, talking to each other about what they've seen, which is a really nice and unexpected outcome.